Welcome student. Welcome to the course of Industrial Engineering. Today we are going to see process planning, the continuation of our last video, that is process planning. Today we are going to see methods for process planning. What are the different methods that we are going to employ for process planning? In the last lecture we had seen that what is process planning. Let's recall the definition of process planning. Process planning is the systematic determination of the method by which a product is to be manufactured economically and competitively. Okay, now we are going to see method of process planning. Normally there is two type of method that we are using in process planning. First, manual type of process planning, and second, computer aided process planning. Okay, first type is known as manual type of process planning, in which we will do all the things related to the planning of the process that we are going to employ is to be done manually. Means there is more paperwork and less the other work. And second type of method is computer aided process planning. Let's write down the two methods. First is manual process planning. Manual process planning. Second, computer aided process planning, also known as in the short form CAPP. In computer aided process planning, we use CAD and CAM tools for making process planning. CAD or CAM as a tool. CAD CAM you will see or you will learn as a subject in your higher semester. Now you are in third year. When you go in 7th sem, you will see CAD or CAM as a whole as one subject. CAD stand for computer aided designing and CAM stand for computer aided manufacturing. Okay, as clear from process planning and as we had seen in definition of process planning that the process planning as a whole include design as well as manufacturing. Okay, initially we have to design the things, and when our whole the things is over, then we have to manufacture our product. We had also seen in our last video that the steps of process planning, and we had seen in the last block diagram that when the all the things had happened, ultimately we have to communicate with manufacturing engineer that he is going to manufacture our product. Means that whole designing comes into, sorry, that whole process comes into CAM, computer aided manufacturing. You may heard about a new manufacturing techniques, that is 3D printer. Not in BTech course, but when you going for higher study, you will see a 3D manufacturing process. Now this is a broad area for research. Okay. Now come to the point one by one. First, now we are going to write the theoretical things related to manual process planning. Write down this type of planning is known as non-variant process planning. We stop planning the operations to be used to produce a part of required knowledge of two groups of variable. Means you have to emphasize on two groups of variable, that is first the part requirement, second the available machine and process and capability of each process, the available machine and processes and capabilities of each process. Means in manual type of process planning, we have to emphasize on two things, that is the part requirement. What are the requirements for our whole process planning? Second, the available machine may be available in market or may be available in your production house. Process machine and process may be available in market or may be available in your production house. The process and capabilities of each process. Capabilities of each process means, say for example, if you are going to make a railway wagon, okay, wagon is best, or you will get maximum strength when you are going to make wagon by casting process. But you are, or the wagon is manufactured or make by sheet metal process. The strength of sheet metal process is less as compared to casting process, but we have to apply or use the best available things that is available in market or in the your production house. Okay, now we have to understand the things. Now write some more theoretical things related to manual process planning. Write down as a first step. Write down the things after the second point. As a first step, as a first step, comma, the production engineers examines the part drawing to identify similarity with previously produced parts. Similarity with previously produced parts means the production engineer is going to compare the thing that is made earlier with the thing that is made now. Okay, now after comparing, if the things are in favor of making or producing the things now, then he will employ the present process. Okay, means the production engineer is comparing the things that made earlier, जो पहले बन चुका हो और जो अभी न्यू प्रोसेस से बना हो, दोनों को कंपेयर करेगा. Then after comparing the things, he will decide whether he want to go for new thing or the last thing that he had employed is best or not. Okay, full stop. If the similarities is recognized, if the similarities is recognized, a process plan is manually retrieved for the similar item. A process plan is manually retrieved for the similar item. Okay, after comparing the things, If the production engineer is going to recognize the things, then the manually process planning is retrieving or using. Now, second types of process planning is computer aided process planning. Computer aided process planning. Also known as CAPP as a short form. Okay, as we had earlier discussed that computer aided process planning is done with the help of CAD and CAM, means a tool or a set of pattern that we are going to employ for our process planning. CAD stands for computer aided design. CAM stands for computer aided manufacturing. Okay, with these two tools we are going to with the these two tools we are going to do our computer aided process planning. Now write the theoretical parts of computer aided process planning. We will see the two types of computer aided process planning later, but write the theoretical part that we have discussed yet. Computer aided process planning represent the link between design and manufacturing. The link between design and manufacturing in a CAD CAM system, means CAPP gives the link between design and manufacturing. Please stop. Process planning is concerned with process planning is concerned with determining the sequence of processing and assembly steps that must be accomplished to make product. Okay, now we are going to see the block diagram for computer aided process planning. Oh. Identify the feature of of the part to be manufactured. Means initially we have to see the technical things related to the parts, the strength, the elasticity, or the things which we want or which is related to our manufacturing process. Need not necessarily we have to calculate all the things, or we have to know all the things related to the our product. We have only focused on the things related to our product. Okay. Next, retrieve standard process planning. Retrieved standard process plan, which corresponds to the part which correspond to the part to be manufactured. Okay. Now we have to employ, or you have to see the standard process plan which is correspond to the part to be manufactured. Means what are the different process we are going to employ for making our product. This is the means of our second block diagram. We have to see different process in economical way and in a way that we will make as soon as possible, or we have to use a standard manufacturing process for making our part. Review, next thing, review, modify existing process, plan or write new process plan. Means after retrieving of the standard process plan, we will next review or modify the existing process plan, or write, if possible we have to use the old process plan, and if not possible then we have to write new process plan for that. ओके okay? अब इसके नीचे नहीं दिखाई देगा तो ऊपर के दो चीज रफ कर रहे हैं. ओके, नाउ वी आर गोइंग अपवर्ड, वहाँ से हम लोग अब बना रहे हैं, ठीक है, यहाँ से ऊपर, ठीक है, 2 ब्लॉक डिलीट कर दिए, रफ कर दिए। फॉर्मेट द प्रोसेस प्लान, फॉर्मेट द प्रोसेस प्लान means after review or modify or okay, sorry for the call. Now after review or modify the existing process plan or writing a new process plan, we have to format the process plan, means we have to, but before formatting the process plan we have to store for the future use, means we will write the things store for future. Okay, before formatting the process plan we have to store for the future. Last thing, print the process plan, print the process plan for further review and for sending to manufacturing. Okay, this is the last step for process plan or computer aided process planning, in which we have to print the whole process plan for the further review. Further review means maybe there is modification or not, but we have to print out if some management officer or some engineer or some industrial engineer, production engineer raise hand for the review of the process plan, they may. And if there is no further review, the whole print for the process plan is go through the or sent to the manufacturing engineer. Okay, this is the whole process for computer aided process planning. One more thing I wish to tell you that this arrow means some extra work, that is may not be related to the block diagram, but or sorry, that may not be included in the block diagram, but you may use for your process planning. I am making in a block or in a cylindrical block standard process plan file. Okay, standard process plan file means the review or modifying existing plan or the right or the new process plan is kept for standard process plan file or kept in a standard process plan file. Okay, so that in the future the manufacturing engineer or the production engineer is going to compare the things that we had used in the past and the things that we are using now, and whether he may retrieve the things or not depending upon the manufacturing engineer. Okay, uh, that's all for the types of method process planning, but I wish to add two more points, but now maybe in next video, that types of computer aided process plan. Okay, but that's all for today video. We will see next things or the types of computer aided process planning in our next video. Thank you.